The Pac-12, a Western institution and the Conference of Champions more than 100 years. And today we get to crown another. It's an intriguing matchup as these teams battle for this conference trophy and continue the proud legacy of this league. We're going to be treated to not just a top 10 matchup, but a battle for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here. As we'll see the number 9 team in the land, the Florida Gators, taking on the second-ranked team, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And the returner decides to single fair catch. First down here for this offense. We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Good push up front and great acceleration by this back. I tell you, he's doing a pretty good impression right now of a combination of greats that they've had at Florida State. Guys like Warwick Dunn and Devontae Freeman, and more recently with guys like Cam Akers and Dalvin Cook.
He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, this defense is stepping up here early in this game, really controlling the line of scrimmage. Just nowhere to go on this last play. And now we've got a third down, a big opportunity for this defense to get off the field.
And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time.
Sometimes that primetime game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And they hand it off to the back. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
To throw, it's Lagway. Defense is coming after him. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. There's a wide-open receiver complete. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a first down. The Gators come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Gators pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has. And the Gators looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. And the quarterback keeps it here. And tackled there by the defense.
Well, not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. But I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
You put 5 wide receivers in your formation, it puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? Quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
And the PAT is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And from deep in the end zone, football is coughed up by the returner inside their own 20.
That is an incredible job by this kickoff coverage team. You don't see many turnovers on kickoffs, but they just gifted their offense with a bonus possession.
And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Makes the catch. It's Hill. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards.
Well, the backside rules for a defense against the run are to check for the cutback, the counter, or reverse. That time they stayed home and were in perfect position and were able to stop that reverse in its track.
Looking to throw. It's Lagway. Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. It's a short completion to the tight end. Now it's 2nd down here. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And is intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is
all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kirk.
Absolutely, but when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Florida State offense on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. He's going for a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. You set it down to the offense. 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Kromenhoek. And it falls incomplete. Second down play coming up. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Pass not complete. The offense was moving well, but 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's an out route, the catch made, and he's run out after a big gain. The offense has been set up with a first down and goal.
Now that's what I call coming through for your team in a pressure situation. Great read, got the ball where it needed to go, and now you're set up to get 6.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. That's a crucial score for the offense. Chipping away, Kirk, just trying to stay in this game here.
It's too early to see if this touchdown is going to change the momentum and allow them to cut down into the lead even further. But if you're this head coach, you tell your team, let's just keep chipping away.
Point after, up and good. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I just don't understand the logic here to go for this onside kick so early in the game, but I guess you can appreciate the boldness.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Going to try to use his legs here. And they finally get him down, but a huge gain to wrap up this first quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And the pass is complete to the tight end. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. The Gators come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Florida. Here comes the point after attempt. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. With the catch, it's Irvin. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Good job with the offensive line giving his quarterback time to throw, and you can see the damage he can do to you when he does have time. A great throw and something you just kind of expect in Tallahassee, a quarterback that can make throws like this.
Grab down the middle, it's Irvin. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback making some changes at the line. To the air, it's Kromenhoek. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Snags the quick throw. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. And the Seminoles hustle to the line to run the hurry up. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Fighting for the end zone, but doesn't get there. They'll spot the ball at the 3.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
So just 1 for 3 on red zone trips so far. They come up on second and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, they're getting closer, but they're obviously thinking that this is 4-down territory. At this point in the game, trailing the way they are, they've got to come up with a play to put this ball into the end zone.
Ball spotted at the 5 for this 3rd and goal play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game.
It's his 2nd interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
The pass ball is incomplete on the scramble. That's good coverage.
Boy, when this guy gets out of the pocket and starts to create, you kind of hold your breath knowing what he can do. But how about the defense here? They did a good job of forcing him to throw and taking away the scramble.
He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41. Here's a 1st and 10 play. Looking downfield. It's Lagway. He'll take a deep shot. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Going the other way, can they catch him? That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
First down here, the offense has time for 1 more play before the 2-minute warning. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He pulls it in for a big gain. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. So after the incompletion, it's second down. Quarterback still with the football. Breaks loose at the 45. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Crosses the 10. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Gators.
There just aren't a lot of quarterbacks that can take a design QB run and take it downfield that far for a touchdown. What an added element for this offense, and it makes it so challenging for the defense to stop.
And the extra point was up and good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. Receiver in motion now. Looking downfield, it's Kromenhoek. The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Caught over the middle. It's Brown. But he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. The Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. And they heave it deep downfield. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Can he take it all the way? Not just the pick, but a big return sets up the offense in good position.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. He didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Pulls it in. It's Daniels. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Well, this is the risk you take when you play man-to-man coverage and you leave a linebacker on a running back. The quarterback does a nice job of seeing that mismatch and getting the ball to the back for some good yards.
The offense with some pre-snap motion. Handoff to the right side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
First and goal now, a chance to claim even more momentum before the halftime break. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
You know, when the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line, you love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up.
Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Florida. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Deep shot caught down inside the 20. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Florida State.
We're seeing more and more of this in college football. Guys in that slot that got the ability to get downfield vertically. It's a mismatch if you have the right guy. This time they get the matchup that they want, hit it for bigger.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Returner looking to make a play here. Tackle at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Noles will kick this away to get the second half going. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Turns on the speed. Can they catch him? And bulldozing his way through. All the way for a touchdown. A kick return all the way for a touchdown with a conference title on the line. He's never going to forget that.
Yeah, he'll never forget this. You're right. Conference championship, huge stage. Everybody's watching. Great blocks up front to get him started. And then it was just raw speed and instincts to take it to the house.
Point after, knocked right through. Now they get set to kick it away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Tight end goes in motion. And they get the second half started with the running play. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Back to throw. It's Cromenhoek. Catch hauled in here over the middle. He picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that first down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Fighting him off. That's a strong stiff arm. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Catch made down inside the 25. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Noles.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. I believe they're going to line up here to go for the onside kick. Oh, and the onside kick works to perfection.
Well, now that we're in this second half, Chris, you're limited on how many possessions you can get to get back into this game, and I think they needed to get something to get them going. Now you steal back some momentum. Let's see what they can do with this.
And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. And the Noles come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Sticking with the running game. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Back to pass. It's Kromenhoek. Quick throw misses his mark there, incomplete.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. Tackle made on the return. What the takeaway? Sets up the offense at the 37 now. And the Florida offense retakes the field. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. So this defense finally makes a play. That's one of the few negative plays for this offense today.
Yeah, you said it, Chris. They don't have the easiest road to climb back in this one, but little plays like that can be points of positivity of what coaches will likely focus on as they move forward.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
With the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy is as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. To throw, it's Kromenhoek. And the ball is hauled in. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5. No huddle now for the offense. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And the Seminoles will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Grab down the middle. It's Brown. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. The Seminoles come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught near the goal line. And he will score. Touchdown, Seminoles. In a conference championship game, this quarterback, this receiver, having a performance we are never going to forget, Kurt.
You know, at this point, I'm just kind of sitting back, just enjoying it. I don't even know what to say from an analytical standpoint because it just keeps happening over and over again. But it sure is fun to just sit back and watch these guys execute.
And they're trying to punch it in here. And he's not going to get there. The 2-point try fails. They can't cut into this deficit any further. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. The Gators offense retakes the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. Running back with the football. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Looking for some space. It's Webb. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Rush set it down to the offense. First down. Here comes a handoff. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
The Gators are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on 3rd and short. Unable to come up with a first down. Now here at 4th down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the hammer?
And the Gators will come to the line here, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. A running play called on 4th down.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the 4th quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job of eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the 4th quarter.
They'll work the clock here with the running game. Just a small gain, looking at 2nd and 9. And that's the 2-minute warning. And this offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And they'll give it to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Crucial. 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. And the field goal is good. And they add to their lead.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after building this big lead, they're set to kick it off. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Onto the field. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there. And the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Ready.
One play moves the ball to the 45. It'll be first down. Back to pass. It's Kromenhoek. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Catch made way downfield. That's going to help the stats a little bit, but won't make a difference in the outcome. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
6-9-1, Gators score.
Quarterback drops back. He bought some time, now lets it go. Touchdown, Florida State. This offense really clicking. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. But let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
And the point after is right down the middle. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot. So sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. Goes backwards. He'll lose 10 yards there. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second and long, but you'd expect another run here to try to bleed the clock. Caught quickly. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. And he pulls in the catch. So they make the tackle, what will be the final play of the game as the clock hits 0-0. What a tremendous run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves conference champions. That's a tremendous achievement, but we have to wait and see what the committee decides to do and if they'll get an invite to the college football playoff. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.